when ke fetsa go kitwa ke ganja o ka re ke jesitsa diski a ke skipa ke tlapa di number ke tshwara ke gafa ka illegal mula khale ke jumpa di counter ke tshwere manyora ra jika ka khona ra fitla re swapa di lumber like who's who with the street fight ke guy le ka drip ya le soldier I'm a cool dude with a big smile baso papelwa ka ke sportja only the paparazzi I'm out your paparazzi holding my khalasi into ke fire. Nobody's perfect, they can schafi. Go to pre-taxi rank, just we not my swafi. I'm just like my father. I get drunk and start telling you shit for no reason. In a limpin jale jamale. Ngile ka mopaka atahiba jale nina. Even this gay loho, since Alebanta, se shopping wanaka buruku. So you mean to tell me that Ekasa hold gopo cause I clean my father's grave and hotel at a small toto? Watching a scary movie, that them who busy, chasing so easy like Jason got Bible. Fire! So vele get lots for a lot if I eat green grass, I got boroto. Fire! Well, I don't know about you, but I would rather roll up the grass and so my khasa. Fire! Khasa! Fire! Khasa! Fire! 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 Khasa! Fire! Khasa!
Sizo sasekhaya botani bantu bomgquba igama lami ndinguSlee lokho nifela umbhalo kaqosha intombazane ngabona ifuna bantwana ndifuna abadala namhlanje ndiphetheke ubhuti onamagama asebhayibhelini I remember the first time ndisiva ba unguPilato ndathi kuye Pilato so I met this guy 2014 sihlangana MLK production I was still working noMuluko then and then he came through so ever since then I've been following this guy and then I've been wanting him to come through Molo but
Molo sis
ufilile I'm laughing because most of your clips you always have this comedy going right. Can you please just let abantu abasibukeleyo ngoku ubungubani usukaphi yeah
Fosh Pilato alright Fosh Pilato ketswa kagiso as you say everything that I do is comedy inside
yes.
You understand because that's the type of person that I am
okay
but over and above that I am a creative I'm a writer I'm a rapper I'm a poet so konke lokho kusegasini
ngathi ushiye ukuthi sekushoda nje ukuthi ngibe nepassion yokuba yi-voice over something
I get that so much
really
I get that so much
because I mean I don't know why uhleli nale voice lena radio personality nyana bo my voice over something have you ever thought of that though
a lot of people have been telling me that I think it's one of the skills that I have to admit that I'm probably sleeping on
okay
yeah
okay maybe now you have to wake up yeah you should I appreciate yeah ziningi into engifuna sikhulume ngazo why the name Fosh Pilato
okay Fosh Pilato you know it's funny ne ke qedile ke pizza fela Fosh for some reason
okay why Fosh
okay so I was at a place and then I guess someone was kept asking Fosh probably there was another Fosh there
okay
it was like a 21st birthday setup
yeah
they came to me funny enough Fosh bayabiza ngale I said na Fosh wena man Fosh ke man yes. So my friends started calling me Fosh
okay since then
yeah I was just getting into the music thing you know?
Yeah
so I was like I also need a stage name
okay
so why not
so
it's like Fosh so you know how stage names always have a surname
yeah
like, no man I need something you know Hoshabisa nyana and then I was like Pilato man yeah
why Pilato to be specific because Pilato umuntu wasebhayibhelini and obviously he had a history or a role that he did esaziyo ngayo
exactly
why that one specifically
so I guess the name came and then the explanation the meaning came after okay Pilato
yes.
you know so everything that I did back then I would write completely from the heart being honest
yes
and my thing was however you take it like man
so if you blame me if whatever you don't feel what I'm doing it has nothing to do with
wow
interesting so when did you start ukuba nalentshisakelo yokuthi wazi wena ukuthi this is what you gifted for Because, man, trust me, every time when I go listen to your music, to your craft, rather say, like, this guy, kwenzakalani? Like, iqala nini le nto? Wazi njani ukuthi le nto lena yinto yakhe vele?
Okay, so the story is, I didn't know at first, ne?
Okay.
This is the path that I was supposed to travel.
Okay.
So I started listening to music. Go startile go utlwela Eminem. Right? I heard a song and I was like, nah, man. How does this person put together these words and they rhyme and in such a creative way? So I started listening to him. I started rapping along to his songs, you know, looking for his lyrics, reading up.
Okay.
Then I discovered that I can actually rap.
Okay.
So fast forward, I was like, no, man, I can do this so well. Why not?
Yeah, because why tatlamulla?
So like it was hard because now you must understand English here. You know, you can say a lot more
in English.
In English, using very fewer words.
Yes, and the rhythm it flows.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I struggled with that. So I always I stayed on it until I finally mastered it. Okay. And I was like, no, man, let me go into studio.
Okay.
Yeah. And by then, I was just following around the Chomita Hakats and Nedi Repa, not knowing what I could also do that.
Okay.
Then I was like, no, man, I'm getting good at this. So I made a song. Mind you, I'm also a very deep writer. Ne?
Yeah.
So the first song that I wrote was Zaga Kesiaka.
Zaka ke yone ke itsebang ka 2014 Zaka ke siyaka imali impande so yes.
So I wrote that. I was like, okay, sharp, I've written this song.
Yes.
I'm now going to give it to the world.
You're taking me back. I'm listening.
Yeah, and then people
responded.
Oh, yeah. No, man. Yo, wagwala boy.
Yeah.
Wagwala. And then from then on, I wrote another song, and then the rest was history.
Okay.
And by the way, I've got only less than 6 songs CD released under my name.
What do you mean by that? I mean, I've known you 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And kana go neriwa ka Zaka ke siyaka.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. But I've only got less than 7 songs that are out.
Unobangela walokho yini?
I think I'm too much of a perfectionist sometimes.
Okay. Okay.
I've got songs that I've got laid up somewhere.
Okay.
But then I think I'm too much of a perfectionist to release. So it's always been a flaw of mine.
You want to master the masters.
I want to master the masters. Okay. I find it hard to just swing it, get it. No, man, let me just put this out in the world. I always want it to be perfect, which I think a lot of us artists suffer from.
Yeah.
You know, we are very sensitive about our art. We want, when we put it out, it before we get the
Have you ever been intimidated by other artists, upcoming artists?
I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
More like inspired.
Okay, I like that.
I understand. Because if you listen to even my craft, I've been told a million times, no man, you don't sound like anything else that's out there.
That's true.
Like you are unique. You are just in your own lane.
Yeah.
So given that, I don't see any other person as
intimidating or competition.
You know, the only competition that I have is me. I just want the work that I put out to be better than what I put out previously.
I love that. And now I know, Glentolena, sometimes you would cook beef out of chicken. You know,
yeah.
It happens that sometimes you'd cook beef out of chicken. How do you avoid such incidents where maybe, obviously, as much as you stick to your lane, at some point you need to feature other people, you have to be around other people to learn and to teach other people. But now, beef. And sometimes you don't even know where it came from.
Yeah.
How do you avoid that as an artist?
I've never had any artist beef.
Okay.
Fortunately, so I wouldn't know. I understand. But I do acknowledge, especially in this industry, the hip hop industry, that happens a lot. So fortunately or unfortunately, no one has ever taken a stab at me where I had to retaliate or something. But if it did happen, I mean, it's all for the culture.
Yeah.
It's all for the culture.
And then why